Hello my dear students. So in today's class we are going to perform the last practical because we have already performed third practical in the video of call by value and call by reference, that to swap two numbers. So in today's class we are going to perform the last practical, that is write a program using pointer and function to determine the length of string, right? So we have already known that strlen function is the default function to find the length of string. But though in the videos of string practicals, we have covered a practical in which I was finding the length using function, right? So I was creating my own function to find the length of string. So if you understand that video, then only please go ahead with this video, right? So in this video, I am going to use the concept of function and I am going to add the concept of pointer to find the length of string. So for that, before going through the IDE, let me just open my whiteboard in order to understand what exactly we are going to do. So here, the string is nothing but the character array. So suppose I am having string hello, right, slash n. That means the last character will be of null character. And suppose it is having name a, right? So you can say char a of say 5 or say a of 6, right? So you can either initialize this, or either you can use getAs function to take value from user, right? So I have used getAs function and user have entered hello over this. Now I want to find the length of the string which is entered by user. So what can I do? If I want to use pointer, that means I have to create one pointer p which is pointing to this a. Now pointing to any array, that means we are pointing to the base address, right? Now please pause the video and think what will be this type of pointer p. As I have already told you that pointer can point while you are declaring a pointer, the type of pointer depends on which kind of element or data it is pointing. Here it is pointing kind of character data, right? Because it is pointing any kind of character data. So here pointers should be of type character. But right now it is having some kind of garbage value. But what if I want to store? So suppose this array is starting with 200. Every time I am taking 200, but it is not the realistic value. This is 201, this is 202 and so on, right? So now what I will do, if I want pointer to point this, I can say and a of 0. That is, I am assigning this base address, that is 200 to p. Now I can say that p is pointing to the array itself. Now whatever operation I am going to do, it will be done with this thing only. It will not create a copy. So now what I am going to do, let me erase the extra terms. So I am not, I am not doing this p over here, right? So I am just erasing this right now. What I will do, inside main, so this is written in main, right? After this, what I am going to write, I am taking int length variable, right? And here I am taking length equal to function L. So function name. So here I am creating a function which is having name L and which will return the length. Length is always integer, so I am taking int L and here I am passing some kind of argument. What I will pass? As I am using pointer, I have to pass the address. So I am passing address of A of 0. So I hope you guys understand that here I am passing the base address of array. So what is being passed? 200 is being passed. Right. So here if I want 200, so I want to take the value at 200. Which is the value? That is this, starting with this array. So what can I write here? I can write type of pointer which is character, then this star, and then I'm taking one pointer p. So inside this function, some pointer, at some location, this pointer p is created and this value will be stored to this p. This star is remains same. So now inside this pointer value 200, that means now this p is actually pointing to A, right? P is pointing to A. Now what will I do inside this function? Inside this function, I am again taking one integer, say length, right? And length is, so you know that this length and this length is different things. You can also take length variable, but I am taking length. After that, what I will do? While I am using while loop, while value at pointer, that means this, star p, that means this, only p, that means this address, right? So value at pointer is not equal to null character. Till then what I am doing? First I am doing p++ and then I am doing L++. Now make sure that you say here not L++, but it will be len++, right? So here it will be len++. And at the end I am returning len, which will be returned over here. So now length will be the value of length, which is whatever the length of function is. Here it is 5. So here answer will be 5 written, right? So what exactly we are doing? Here make sure that you know the difference. Here we are incrementing pointers. So pointer increment will be done according to the rules of scale factor. So here the size of character will be 1 byte, so it will increment by 1 byte. If we have used integer, then it will increment by 4 size, right? Because I have already discussed that concept in the video of scale factor in pointers. So it will increment here p equal to p plus 1. If it is integer, it should increment as p equal to p plus 4. So p plus means different in case of pointer, but here length is simple integer variable, so length is incremented by 1 every time. But right now just understand that we are not dealing with any copies, we are directly dealing with the addresses, we are directly dealing with this entire data. We are not creating a copy and passing it inside the function, right? So now let me open my IDE to write this program. So here inside my IDE I have to write include stdio.h. After that int main. After that I can write return 0. Here I have to create a function, so I am defining function as int l, or you can say find length function, right? And then inside this I am passing character pointer p, right? And here I am just giving space right now. Inside this I am taking one character in character say s or say a, character array a, its size is 100. Now I can take this value from user, get is a, so user will be able to enter the value. Here let me write printf enter any string, right? And here enter, and now user will be able to enter the value of a. Then after I am just calling this function, so let me copy this value and paste it over here. So here I am passing address of the array by a of 0, right? You can write this statement like this. But what is the value returned will be stored. So here I have to take variable, say int temp. Temp is used to store the value, or you can also write say temp equal to find length, and here you can write int temp to store the length, right? And here you can write printf slash n the length of given string is percentage d. So here you can write say 10. You are printing the value of 10. Right. I hope you guys are understanding. Let me just save this program. But as you can see, we have not written anything inside this. So I have to declare one len variable over here, which is initially 0. Then I'm doing while value pointed by p is not equal to null character. Then what should we do? We have to do len plus plus, but also we have to increment the pointer to next variable to check, right? If next variable is null or not. So we have to do p plus plus as well. And at the end, when the loop executes or the completes, we are going to return len variable. So let me just save this program, compile it and run it. So here it will be Komal. You can see the length is 5. So this is how you can perform the program and find the length of string using functions and pointers. You can, if you want to practice more about pointers, you can, perform all the previous programs using pointer. Then only your pointer concept will be clear. And if you have any doubt, you can comment below the comment section and ask me. See you till the next video. Thank you so much.